reach its peak here at the NXT Arena. NXT TakeOver Toronto this Saturday. Welcome everybody to NXT.
The following contest is a women's division match scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv Morgan!
Liv Morgan has been out for a fight. Want to take it back to Billie Kay in action with Peyton Royce at ringside. Liv Morgan will try and seize an opportunity. Peyton and Billie have been bullying Liv for months, and now the opportunity for Liv Morgan to get one back on Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. However, the numbers would catch up with Liv, even though Elias trying to intervene. Billie and Peyton Royce making a statement at Liv Morgan's expense.
That statement is that Billie Kay and Peyton Royce run the women's division here in NXT. That's their words, but I'm starting to believe them.
Liv Morgan, she's called her shots in the past, and she's got a big opportunity here to shut up Peyton Royce.
I happen to like listening to Peyton Royce. I enjoy her accent, Tom.
And her opponent, accompanied to the ring by Billie Kay from Sydney, Australia, Peyton Royce!
Peyton Royce and Billie Kay announcing that they, quote, run the NXT women's division. Two superstars, and we've talked about it, they've known each other a long time. They've had each other's backs here in NXT. It's made them very dangerous.
As mesmerizing as they are dangerous.
With the NXT Universe looking forward to NXT TakeOver Toronto this Saturday, the NXT Women's Championship. Asuka will defend the title against Mickie James. So excited for that matchup. You got to think that Liv Morgan, Billie Kay, Peyton Royce are all paying very close attention to that in this very important matchup if you're Mr. Regal looking down the line.
I think it's nice that Liv finally had the opportunity to step up and challenge in an actual match rather than trying to attack Peyton from behind.
Liv and Peyton going right at each other toe-to-toe here in this match to start things off, and Peyton Royce takes down Liv.
Yeah, Liv Morgan started off with a Jersey flashback. All of a sudden, she thought she was in elementary school again, fighting that way.
You're deplorable.
No, New Jersey's deplorable, Tom.
Oh, a headbutt by Peyton Royce. Liv Morgan sent outside the ring here. Oh, the knee right into the face.
Look at this right here.
Oh my God, all tied up here in the rope by Peyton Royce.
Peyton Royce just contorting the body of Liv Morgan. You're not going to win by submission in that situation, but you can do a lot of damage within the referee's 5 count.
Billie Kay looking on, liking what she sees. Oh. Liv Morgan never wanted to back down from a fight. Let's talk about the odds here in this rivalry. She said she's not afraid of them. Whoa, up to the top rope. Now Liv Morgan creates a little bit of space. Whoa, gets underneath, looking for a cover here on Peyton and a kick out. Oh, and Liv takes down Peyton Royce. Liv Morgan is fired up here. A drop kick there takes down Royce. Liv, oh, with the bulldog. Liv Morgan might exact some revenge here tonight.
Philip, did you know that in New Jersey, you don't have to get your photo taken when you get a driver's license?
Why is that?
They just use your first mugshot.
Walked right into that one. Now Billie Kay walked into a right hand there from Liv Morgan. Peyton Royce in trouble though. Look at Liv Morgan.
Roll through. Looks like she's almost got a guillotine locked on Peyton Royce.
This is in deep here on Peyton Royce. Peyton Royce might tap out to Liv Morgan here tonight on NXT, and Billie Kay coming in and breaking up this matchup.
Liv knew what she was getting into. She asked for it. It's a package deal.
Liv not going to go away, and now the numbers. Peyton and Billie just too much here for Liv Morgan. The beatdown continues from Kay and Royce.
They run the women's division, so they say, here comes Elias.
And Elias into this battle. Elias going right after Peyton Royce. Liv Morgan laying into Billie Kay on the opposite side. And again, it's Royce and Kay standing.
Like Regina George and Karen Smith, they run things, Tom. That was a Mean Girls reference.
Oh, face first into the knee of Billie Kay. Oh, and Elias into the LED board. Graves, at what point is enough here? This is too much.
Why is it too much? Too much for who, Tom? Too much for you? I happen to be enjoying myself right now.
Oh man, here comes Ember Moon. This is something that Billie Kay and Peyton Royce weren't expecting. Off the second rope with a crossbody. Here is a superstar you don't want to mess with, and Ember Moon inserting herself into this situation. And Ember Moon single-handedly is taking out Billie and Peyton. Oh, and working together with Liv Morgan.
You could say Ember Moon came out to even the odds, Tom, but the fact is, there were 3 people Peyton Royce and Billie Kay had to fight. The numbers game, you were going on before about how it's not fair, and it wasn't fair.
The fact of the matter is Peyton Royce and Billie Kay were looking to end things with Liv Morgan after they'd taken care of Elias. Ember Moon coming out to even the odds, as you said it, and Liv Morgan gets some modicum of revenge here in this match.
I wouldn't consider having your hide saved by somebody else much revenge, Tom.
Truth is, Liv Morgan nearly got a submission victory against Peyton Royce if it weren't for Billie Kay.
We know where almost counts, Tom.
We are just getting started here tonight on NXT. Clearly, some controversy brewing in the NXT women's division. Welcome, Tom Phillips here ringside with Monday Night Raw's Corey Graves. Are you excited for Toronto? Just a few days now.
How could I not be? I hope they don't let you through customs. I'll call the show all by myself.
Thanks so much. Coming up this Saturday, NXT TakeOver Toronto. One of the big matchups will be the finals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, which also spelled the doom for what was a budding friendship and a budding tag team in Cedric Alexander and Andrade Cien Almas.
After losing to the Revival in the first round of the Dusty Classic, Andrade Cien Almas did exactly what he needed to do when he took out Cedric Alexander. Since debuting in NXT, Cien has been frustrated with what he says is a lack of respect by the fans, and after months of keeping his cool, Cien took those frustrations out on Cedric Alexander.
It was an absolutely heinous attack by Andrade Cien Almas and completely uncalled for. But tonight, Cedric Alexander will get his shot at vengeance when he takes on Almas in our main event right here on NXT.
It's going to be glorious. Shinsuke Nakamura, Samoa Joe for the NXT Championship.
They're going to raise the bar to a whole different level. Mickie James, one of the greatest female competitors of all time, but the Asuka's ready to defend her championship.
We pay homage to the dream. It is the finals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
You thought Brooklyn was good. This is going to be insane.
want to send a huge thank you to Parkway Drive for their song Devil's Calling off their deluxe edition album Ire. Devil's Calling is one of the official themes of NXT TakeOver Toronto, and it's available now on iTunes and Spotify.
This Saturday at TakeOver, we will see the finals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic when the Authors of Pain take on TM61. And as we saw on WWE.com this past week, General Manager Mr. William Regal has added an equalizer to the contest, forcing AOP's manager Paul Ellering to spend the match suspended in a shark cage to prevent interference. But before we get to Toronto, let's take a look back at this year's tournament in honor of the American Dream.
A year ago, our industry lost a legend, an NXT founding father and a true friend, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And in honor of the Dream, we created the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament, something that I know Dusty would have been very proud of. And it was so successful, we've decided to do it again this year. 16 teams, a single elimination tournament, and the finals of that tournament will be held at NXT TakeOver Toronto.
Tonight we pay homage to the American Dream. Tonight we kick off the first round of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. TM61 and knocking off some athletes here in the first round. Shatter Machine. Revival's moving on. No Way Jose and Rich Swann. Hashtag DIY. Aries and Strong are moving on.
Oh my God!
Rolf and Fulton.
The knee bar is in.
Perkins and Ibushi advance. The Authors of Pain moving on to the next round of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
We saw an incredible second round of action. The field narrowed down to the remaining 4 teams, all in the running to take home the Dusty Cup. It is all about which teams are going to advance to the finals.
TM61 won it! Bang! The Authors of Pain march to the finals.
And now we look for tag teams of the future.
At NXT TakeOver, TM61 will face off with the undefeated Authors of Pain. Which team will etch their names in history as the winners of the coveted Dusty Cup?
And now the picture is clear.
I don't see anybody beating these guys.
Puzzle is complete. It is the Authors of Pain.
Oh my God! Wait a minute, what's Ellering doing?
Not only is Paul Ellering a genius, he's his own team's insurance policy.
Paul, I will not have this tag team tournament tarnished in any way. I'm going to suspend you in a shark cage above the ring.
The shark cage, remember the last Battle of Atlanta?
And you were there in the cage.
Nobody knows how to guide monsters like Paul Ellering.
They may be the Authors of Pain. Shane and I, we write the ending.
They will not advance at the expense of the Authors of Pain.
We are the team to win this Dusty Rhodes Classic because we are the mighty, and the mighty
Don't kneel. And shoot for the sky!
And here we go. This must be the return. It's Elias Samson. The return was the Drifter.
Hello, I'm Elias Samson. Welcome to the return. Now the Drifter walks again. what I am. Hey, yeah.
On February 3rd, 1959, Tom Phillips, they say that was the day the music died. Well, tonight, Elias Samson dug it up and desecrated its corpse. What just happened?
We have witnessed the return of the Drifter. Elias Samson is back here on NXT.
Well, it's nice to know that while he's been gone, he hasn't been getting vocal lessons or practicing his guitar, because that was god-awful. In Japanese, karaoke is what they say for tone deaf. From now on in English, tone deaf Elias Samson. They should fire our sound guys, that was so bad.
Samson injured this past summer, breaking his left ankle in competition. This is the first time we've seen him back here on NXT television. And he faces off against Nathan Cruz. Clearly, Elias Samson didn't miss any days in the gym.
Well, that's good. At least he was working out. He does look, he's in great shape. Looks like he's put on a few pounds of muscle.
There's not a whole lot we learned about Elias Samson in his first stint here in NXT, but
To be fair, Tom, there wasn't a whole lot I was interested in learning about the guy.
I know you didn't have any interest. I'm sure there are some people in the NXT universe who are curious about what makes this man tick. The NXT universe is already behind Nathan. Now Cruz looking for the cover here to knock off Samson. Didn't Bob Dylan just win a Nobel Prize for Literature? I'm sure Elias Samson takes some inspiration from Bob Dylan.
Did you just compare Elias Samson to Bob Dylan?
No, I didn't. I'm saying he takes some inspiration from it.
Look at me, Phillips. I'm physically shaking right now. You have managed to make me angrier than you ever have in your life.
That's good. And now Elias Samson right on top of Nathan
now,
Cruz.
This is what I like. Samson turns it up. He finds that other gear. He's an incredibly dangerous man. I just wish to God someone would take his guitar away from him.
Oh, right into the apron, the hardest part of the ring, and Nathan Cruz in some trouble. Oh, a Drifter with the knee.
I understand Nathan Cruz spent the summer working with his Uncle Ted.
Funny. Oh.
They're farmers.
Now
Phillips.
Samson into the cover here off the elbow drop and picked up Nathan Cruz before the 3.
Who wants to walk with the Drifter?
Nice to see that the Drifter hasn't bothered to groom his facial hair either in the time he's been gone.
Look at Nathan Cruz firing up here. Be a big win for Nathan Cruz to take out Samson in the return. Wait a minute, Cruz looking for something big here, and right to the small of the back. Oh, and face first off the neck breaker. Cruz is out cold, forearm in the face, and Elias Samson gets the win.
Here is your winner, Elias Samson!
We have been waiting for the return of the Drifter.
Don't include me. Don't we this situation, Phillips. I have not been. I am hoping this leads to another hiatus. That's what I'm hoping for right now.
There's plenty of people curious about what Elias Samson has in store here on NXT. Let's take a look back here at this matchup. This was vicious. The running knee, boom, right on the side of the face of Nathan Cruz.
You can never question the Drifter's ability between the ropes. Look at this spinning neck breaker. Bang! Landing Cruz. 3 seconds later, the Drifter would be victorious, which unfortunately for us means he gets the guitar back.
Elias Samson making a statement back here on NXT. The truth is, Graves, whether you like it or not, welcome to the return of the Drifter.
Liv, Elias, Ember, what brought the three of you together?
What brought us together? The ignorance that Billy and Peyton have, thinking they could run this place? Nuh-uh, not on my watch.
Inspiration works in mysterious ways. And I couldn't sit back and let this fire die. My path became theirs when Billy and Peyton stepped in the way.
Peyton Royce. Chicks think she's Poison Ivy. She comes down to the ring, inspired by the worst Batman movie of all time, Whack. Then we got Billy Kay, who looks more like an olive oil to me. I think she needs to hit up her boy Popeye and have him swing over some spinach. Think they need to muscle up. This is a numbers game, and it looks like we're up. So I challenge those two to find a three, and then come find us.
Sports entertainment.
If you're not excited right now, you better check your pulse.
NXT Live is heading to the land down under. Be a part of the worldwide phenomenon. Witness the action as the next generation of superstars leaves you breathless. The hottest brand in sports entertainment, NXT Live, is coming to Australia this December. Tickets available. Talent subject to change.
Welcome back to NXT. And in just 3 days, Shinsuke Nakamura will defend the NXT Championship against Samoa Joe in the most highly anticipated rematch we've ever seen here at NXT. And later tonight, we will preview this epic championship encounter as we march towards the Great White North for NXT TakeOver Toronto.
And speaking of TakeOver, we can't forget about the top guys of NXT. The Revival will defend their NXT Tag Team Championship against DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Tensions are at an all-time high as we head into Toronto, with both teams looking to top their unforgettable performances from this past August at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn.
Ciampa and Gargano, DIY. Will they walk away as NXT Tag Team Champions?
I hate to be the bearer of bad news for Gargano and Ciampa. They're stepping into the ring tonight with possibly the greatest tag team on the planet Earth.
There's a spear! Cover, sitting down on it on Dawson! Gargano nearly had him!
I think my heart just skipped a beat.
It's gonna be the prelude to the end here.
This doesn't look good for Dash and Dawson.
Oh, we have new champs?
No, the referee saw the foot on the bottom rope. Oh man, that chop block.
They're trying to blow out his knee here in this match.
They're trying to retain their titles, Tom.
The Barclays Center trying to will on Johnny Gargano, and Johnny tapping out. The Revival are still champions.
There were a lot of DIY fans that night, a lot of people hoping, wishing, praying that we'd finally get our moment. And it cost us that.
When we came here, our goal was to win the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, and that's exactly what we are going to do.
And hashtag DIY is moving on.
Guess what we're gonna have in the second round? What's going on?
I've suffered a severe knee injury. We are saving you to the embarrassment of once again losing to the Revival, so you're welcome.
DIY advanced due to a forfeit. Ciampa and Gargano should have advanced to the finals right there.
Ellering's on the apron.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, top guys.
The Revival just took out Johnny Gargano. DIY is eliminated, all thanks to Dash and Dawson.
The Revival want to avoid the inevitable. We are going to get our hands on the Revival, one way or another.
This just announced NXT TakeOver Toronto, DIY, The Revival, the NXT Tag Team Championship, 2 out of 3 falls.
They came this close to beating us, but so does everyone else. We are the absolute best tag team on this planet.
I just know how we felt after Brooklyn.
Yeah.
That's a feeling that doesn't go away.
Didn't forget and you're not forgiven. Live every day with the pain in the back of my mind.
If we become the NXT Tag Team Champions, no one can ever take that away from us.
We lose again. Who are we? What was this for?
You're human beings. We're machines. Reality check. You cannot compete with machines.
TakeOver Toronto is our last chance to be the faces of NXT.
We are the Revival. We are tag team wrestling, and every time we step in the ring, Toronto TakeOver, same exact thing.
Top guys.
Top guys.
Out.
This Saturday, we'll find out who walks out of Toronto, the top guys of the NXT Tag Team division. But still to come, Andrade Cien Almas has a new attitude, and he's looking to make Cedric Alexander his next victim. Cedric Alexander versus Cien Almas in our main event later tonight on NXT.
Welcome back to NXT. We want to send a special shout out to Beartooth for their song Hated, one of the official themes of NXT TakeOver Toronto. It's off the album Aggressive, available now on iTunes and Spotify.
The NXT Women's Champion Asuka has been undefeated for over a year, and this Saturday at TakeOver, she defends her title against her most experienced opponent to date, as the legendary Mickie James returns to action for the first time in years. Does the 5-time WWE Women's Champion have what it takes to dethrone the Empress of Tomorrow? We'll find out in Toronto.
And this Saturday, 2 Canadian superstars return home to do battle when the glorious one himself, Bobby Roode, comes face to face with the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger. Dillinger has the biggest opportunity of his career as he looks to gain revenge against the man who Dillinger says disrespected the honor of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
The Dusty Rhodes Classic, I mean, people say that, you know, I wanted to be a part of it. I mean, I didn't want to be a part of it.
To me, there was no better showcase than the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament, and I need to be a part of it.
Ty Dillinger begged me to be his partner in this stupid tournament.
To be in this tournament, I need a partner. I need the perfect partner.
I knew I would have had to carry the team. I knew that. But Ty didn't even give me a chance.
Sanity has been unleashed.
Look at this collection of maniacs, Tom.
Oh my God, these two are going right after Ty Dillinger.
Bobby Roode just took a walk on his tag team partner, leaving Ty Dillinger to the Wolves.
Oh my gosh!
That's on Ty, not on me.
Wolf and Fulton have just advanced in the first round.
Ty Dillinger is a loser.
Ty Dillinger has a major beef with Bobby Roode.
Ty Dillinger is the perfect loser.
This time frame now here in NXT wasn't my first. I had a taste of WWE in 2006.
I am the very best that OVW has to offer.
And it was a learning experience, and it was a great experience, but it didn't last.
You are looking at the crown jewel in ECW's new Superstar Initiative.
Personally, I think it was doomed from the beginning. One loss after another.
Superstar Initiative has lost some of its luster.
And then finally, after I think the third one, a week later, I was gone from WWE, period. And spent nearly 5 years trying to get back.
That's pathetic.
Ty Dillinger, I reached down to pull you out from your boring, pathetic mediocrity of a life.
Getting this second opportunity was everything to me. It was everything to me.
What makes Ty Dillinger a perfect 10 when he has done nothing in this business?
Wait a minute! Ty Dillinger is coming after Bobby Roode!
For years, people have been underrating me. I'm not gonna be rated by anybody. If anything, I'm gonna rate myself. It's not an arrogance, it's a confidence that I didn't have for a while. And I'm a perfect 10.
He calls himself glorious, but the only glorious thing he's done lately is run.
Oh my God!
Ty Dillinger's been here a long time, and now he's gonna get into the ring in Toronto and outshine me? Beat me?
Yeah! Yeah! Oh, Dillinger face first!
You want me? You got me!
What you've done in the past doesn't matter. What road you took to get where you are doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how glorious Bobby thinks he is. He's gonna get his ass kicked in Toronto.
It'll be Ty Dillinger bringing the fight to Bobby Roode at NXT TakeOver Toronto.
I'm gonna prove that you're a perfect loser. On the biggest night of his life, the biggest match of his career, Ty Dillinger is gonna fail miserably.
Ty Dillinger comes home for the most important match of his career at TakeOver Toronto. But Bobby Roode is bound to make sure that experience is anything but glorious for the perfect 10. And at TakeOver, the NXT Championship will also be defended when Samoa Joe challenges Shinsuke Nakamura for the gold. Later tonight, we'll preview that epic championship clash right here on NXT.
But coming up next, Cedric Alexander finally gets his chance to even the score with Andrade Cien Almas. After being blindsided by a sneak attack last month, Cedric enters Full Sail Arena with one goal in mind, and that is to destroy Andrade Cien Almas. NXT will be right back with our main event. Listening to Come Back for More, one of the official themes of NXT TakeOver Toronto. It's from the band Turnstile off their EP, Move Through Me, available now on iTunes and Spotify.
It's time for two superstars to settle their issues here in this matchup on NXT.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Gomez Palacio, Durango, Mexico, weighing in at 215 pounds, Andrade Cien Almas.
Andrade Cien Almas turning his back on his one-time tag team partner, Cedric Alexander. We learned just exactly who Andrade really is.
You said one time, but you mean literally one time. One tag team match does not a best friendship make, Tom. Andrade decided he needed to do what he had to do for him, for himself, and it's great.
And his opponent from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 200 pounds, Cedric Alexander!
You can see how focused Cedric Alexander is on this matchup. Graves, you've seen Cedric on Raw in the Cruiserweight division, but he's been very interested here in NXT. He wants to have that early success. He wanted to win the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, but it just didn't work out, and Andrade was the one who turned things around.
I'm more than anything focused on the look in Cedric Alexander's eyes. We know what a dynamic athlete he can be all the time, but now he's focused, now he's angry.
That could be a real issue here tonight for Andrade Cien Almas. I gotta be honest, Almas doesn't look terribly worried. What do you think?
Almas is a world-traveled superstar. He knows the mental game is just as important as the physical one.
You know what it's all about, to turn on your tag team partner. You did that to Neville, and you said it before the break that this was a team that only teamed up once, but I know for a fact that Cedric Alexander was really excited about the possibilities of what they could have done as a team.
Well, there were certainly plenty of possibilities, but Andrade Cien Almas decided that he's only concerned with one person, Andrade Cien Almas, and I don't blame him.
Cedric Alexander backing him up into the corner, and Andrade wants no part of this fight early, and now going after Cedric when he's got an opportunity.
Andrade wasn't met with the reception of the NXT universe that you would expect for a supremely handsome, world-traveled international superstar.
I didn't point out that first part, but Andrade Cien Almas making a big splash this past summer in his debut, knocking off Ty Dillinger, the perfect 10. Has had a lot of success here, it just didn't work out with him and Cedric Alexander.
Look at that, that's fantastic. Tom, how do you not enjoy that?
Wow, I mean, that looks a little too comfortable almost.
He looks like he should be on the pages of GQ, Tom. El Idolo, the idol.
Andrade is taking his time here in this match.
Andrade is enjoying himself, Tom. This is the real Andrade Cien Almas.
Well, now Cedric trying to create a little bit of an opportunity here for himself, and sends Andrade across the ring. And Cedric with a drop kick. Now right on top of Cien, raining down right hands. Andrade wants more of Cedric Alexander. Andrade. Oh, Andrade misses. Did you hear that one?
How could you not?
Andrade's trying to collect himself here. Got the wind knocked out of him. It may have only been one time that they tagged together, but this has clearly gotten personal between these two. There's so many superstars in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, as you know very well, looking to pay homage to the late, great Dusty Rhodes. Wanted to walk away with the Memorial Cup, and just didn't pan out for these two the way they hoped. Oh.
Cedric Alexander just throwing a little insult to injury.
Well, and Andrade slides out of the ring, slides out of harm's way. Oh, it's Cedric in pursuit.
It's Andrade's fault for turning his back. You never turn your back on your opponent even when you're outside of the ring.
And the NXT Universe behind Cedric Alexander. Oh!
You know, this new attitude from Andrade Cien almost seems to have brought out a better side of Cedric Alexander.
A more competitive side, that's for sure.
More aggressive. We know he's...
Oh, stop right on the side of the face.
One of the most physically gifted athletes we've seen ever here.
Into the cover, form in the face, out at one. It might be that kind of attitude that can get you some success here in NXT, win you a championship. That's what Cedric Alexander's all about.
Rage Against the Machine said anger is a gift, Tom.
And just like that, Andrade Cien Almas creates a little separation with the drop kick. There's so much excitement in the NXT universe building up to this Saturday NXT TakeOver Toronto.
Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That look could be troublesome for Andrade Cien Almas. Oh! Cedric right back on Andrade.
Dynamite in those rights. Cedric better be careful not get himself disqualified.
Oh. Now into the corner. Cedric Alexander. Oh, gets the boot up just in time. Now Andrade Cien Almas reeling. And caught in midair with the kick.
Beautiful.
Andrade Almas is feeling it here in this match against Cedric Alexander.
For the first time ever, NXT Live heads to Osaka, and we will be filming content for the WWE Network. Be there as Shinsuke Nakamura defends his NXT Championship against Samoa Joe. Plus, Hideo Itami makes his return to the land of the rising sun. The hottest brand in sports entertainment is coming to Osaka, Saturday, December 3rd. Tickets available. For more information, log on to WWE.com.
It's going to be glorious.
Shinsuke Nakamura, Samoa Joe for the NXT Championship.
They're going to raise the bar to a whole different level. Mickie James, one of the greatest female competitors of all time, but the Asuka's ready to defend her championship.
We pay homage to the Dream. It is the finals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
You thought Brooklyn was good. This is going to be insane.
Back here in this, our main event here on NXT, and Andrade Cien Almas is laying into Cedric Alexander. This has gotten so personal between these two. Oh, and there's the kick. Now Andrade looking to close out Cedric, and a kick out at two.
We spent most of the match talking about the newfound aggression from Cedric Alexander, but how about that from Andrade Cien Almas?
Do you think it's newfound, though, Andrade?
No.
I'm talking about Andrade. Andrade's been all over this matchup, and we got a taste of that when he turned his back on Cedric Alexander weeks ago. Oh! Losing in the first round of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Using the second rope right into the neck there of Cedric Alexander. This is truly who Andrade Cien Almas is. We talked about it in the past. This was once a man who was a masked luchador. Obviously has gone a different way, lost the mask. It forces you to find a new identity. Find out who you really are, not just a mask, a symbol. This is a man who won mask versus mask matches, took home 4 masks of other superstars. It basically defaces you.
Oh, luckily for
cover here, and a kick out.
Let's take another look. Bang, that kick right to the face.
Hold on, Cedric into the cover here, and almost out of 2.
Almost so quick. Elbow strikes, my God. Crippling shot right to the abdomen.
Oh, Bridges into the cover here, and Cedric's still alive.
Talk about Andrade having an identity crisis, Tom. I think Andrade figured out exactly who he is. He's an incredibly handsome, supremely talented international superstar.
Shoulder first into the top turnbuckle. Andrade has attacked every part of the body of Cedric Alexander. There's no mercy in this match. Oh.
Andrade's got the armbar locked in.
Cedric trying to hang around here in this matchup, trying to fight out of this. The NXT Universe trying to will Alexander back into this fight. Torch just wrenching at the shoulder here of Cedric Alexander. Now once again, can Cedric Alexander feel the energy from the NXT Universe, get back up to his feet? Oh, and face first.
Reverse double leg by Cien.
Hey, come on. Let's go, Johnny. Back in here.
Whatever Cedric had play. Oh! The hanging triangle on the ropes.
Got a hold of Cedric here in the ropes. Has to the count of 5 to break it up, and he does. Now Andrade right back into the ring. Hook to the leg here on Cedric, and a kick out.
I've got to be honest with you, Tom. I like everything about this new and improved Andrade Cien Almas. Say it with me. Supremely handsome, incredibly talented. Say it. Say it, Phillips.
Not gonna say it.
Hater.
Again, right back to the left arm here, using the second rope to his advantage. Again, now brings down.
Right back to the Fujiwara armbar.
Brings him right back down, and Cedric using the leg to reach out, breaks up the hold here by a count of 5.
Been a ton of damage done to the left arm of Cedric Alexander, and Almas still just like a man possessed.
It's remorseless is what it is. That's exactly what we've seen here from Andrade.
It's effective.
Oh, and a drop toe hold, it looked like, or just chopped out the leg of Andrade Cien Almas, and finally Cedric has a chance. Oh, it's Cedric with a running forearm.
One functional arm, and Alexander is still bringing the fight.
Oh. Cedric, whoa. Off the ropes, oh, and the enziguri connects.
See that left arm of Alexander barely held up in that handspring, but it held up well enough.
I don't know if it was by design or just by happenstance that Andrade Cien Almas happened to be outside the ring. Now Cedric Alexander takes down Almas.
Alexander sacrificing his own body to take out his opponent, and it worked like a charm. Look at the amazing height on this Tote con hilo by Cedric Alexander. Right on target.
Now Cedric back up to the top rope here, looking for the cover on Almas, and a kick out. Cedric Alexander has been so close so many times here in this matchup to shutting down Cien. What is it going to take?
Cedric trying to get some blood flow back into the left arm. Oh, rolling senton.
In the corner, oh, looking for the split leg moonsault, able to gather himself here, and Andrade out of the corner, looking for the cover. Oh, got a hold of Cedric.
What power!
cover. Cedric got the shoulder up in time.
Insanely strong, supremely handsome, and incredibly talented, Tom.
Now Andrade, some frustration perhaps boiling over in the
Oh
corner.
my God. Andrade firing himself up, full head of steam, looking for the double. No!
Oh, the lumbar check! Lumbar check from Cedric Alexander, and Andrade rolling to the opposite side.
Great ring awareness by Cien.
I got a hold of the bottom rope here. Very, very smart competing here by Andrade, Cien, Almas, and now Cedric. Oh, caught! Caught there in the second rope.
Andrade looked like he was trying to pull himself up. Let the middle rope fly.
Oh, into the DDT. And Andrade getting the best of Cedric Alexander here tonight.
Here is your winner, Andrade Cien Almas.
What a win for Andrade Cien Almas. Hard-fought battle. Credit to Cedric Alexander, but in the end, Cien is reigning supreme.
This was all over the ring here in this matchup. Let's take a look back. Disrespectful here by Andrade. Listen.
Oh. It's as mental as it is physical. And Andrade and Cedric both brought the physicality to the next level. Take another look at this. Over the rope through the skies, crashing down on Cien.
This match would continue. And watch this, some power from Andrade. Cien Almas picking up Cedric into a power bomb, but still Cedric would not quit here in this match. And look at the expression on the face of Andrade.
Andrade had to ask himself, what am I gonna have to do? Cedric hits the lumbar check, which has brought him victory many times, but the veteran ring awareness.
And this right here was a major turning point. Almas using the ropes right there to Cedric Alexander, stopping Cedric dead in his tracks.
And the hammerlock DDT. A very, very impressive win for Andrade Cien Almas.
We talked about it before. We have found out who Andrade Cien Almas is, and honestly, the NXT universe better keep an eye on both these competitors going forward.
But especially Cien, I mean, come on. Come on, Tom, say it. Supremely handsome, incredibly talented, world-traveled, international superstar. Enjoy it.
Speaking of well-traveled and international, guess what we're doing in just a couple of days? We're going over the border, NXT TakeOver Toronto. I know you're excited about it.
I'm going to call someone at TSA and make sure you can't make it. I should call this one by myself.
All the excitement coming to the main event of NXT TakeOver Toronto. Let's take an in-depth look at the matchup. NXT champion Shinsuke Nakamura defends his title against Samoa Joe.
I was a disgrace. Shinsuke was the better man in Brooklyn. Kinshasa! When you experience a loss, it makes you look in the mirror and it makes you see what you've turned into. It's a man I don't recognize. I'm a man who understands when maybe he's went a bit too far. Right now, I realize that you are a deserving champion. Shinsuke Nakamura, I want my rematch.
You are on.
There you have it. Samoa Joe face to face asking Nakamura for a rematch for that NXT championship. And the King of Strong Style graciously accepting.
I, for one, can't wait to see these two go at it one more time. Oh my God!
Just pummeling the King of Strong Style.
Look at the look in the eye of Samoa Joe. Shinsuke in a bad way here.
He's getting more and more angry, more vicious, more dangerous.
on Shinsuke's face, something I've never seen before. That man's hurt bad.
Nakamura's injuries will require an extensive period of rest and rehabilitation.
No! Get better security!
Regal, bring me Nakamura or hand me my championship. Tick, tock, tick, tock.
He's gonna lay waste to the entire roster until he gets what he wants.
Time is up. Bring me Nakamura or bring me my championship.
You want my NXT championship? Come get it.
Nakamura going after Samoa Joe. The King has returned in a big way. And it is breaking down.
Oh my God, Nakamura has been unleashed. Joe wanted this. Joe asked for this. Joe got it.
Kinshasa!